Child.
Hold on, Diddy, they just turned 18. Yeah, you can cross them off your playlist now. Thanks. Don't get too comfortable. Just because you're off P. Diddle's menu doesn't mean you're safe. So here's 10 ways to survive after 18. Number 1, financial literacy. Credit cards, compounding interest. Buy me that purse, daddy. You're gonna need to figure out how money works fast. First step is start tracking your expenses. If you're spending more on the fans than food, then it's time to dial it back. Next, you're gonna wanna start investing. And no, I don't mean NFTs or crypto. I mean proven money makers, like an index fund or Kleenex stock before Valentine's Day. If business school taught me anything, it's loners be fapping. Finally, you're gonna have to be patient, which is hard for your TikTok brain to understand.
But I want money now!
Wait, I'll just start day trading.
No.
Day trading isn't investing. It's gambling for people bad at math. I get it, numbers are big and sometimes scary, but saying YOLO and hitting enter on the keyboard isn't the best money farming strat. No one knows this better than Diddy. Say what you want about him, but that man worked hard to achieve his dreams of ruining other people's dreams. Number 2, roommates. They say marriage is all about compromise, but it's the exact opposite with roommates. If you give an inch, they'll take a mile, so never back down. Sure, your girl can stay over as a slippery slope to tampons in your cereal.
Not my honey, no!
Now, telling your roommates they can't have another tenant will make them angry, but all you gotta do is ratchet up the crazy. Writing always watching on the bathroom mirror is the quickest way to get them to stop bothering you.
Believe me.
It's not like they can leave, they're too poor to leave, and so are you. So if you're gonna be forced to live with someone, then might as well be the one in control. Number 3, find a job. Take what you can get. Construction, retail, hands, anything that helps pay the bills. A man without money is like a girl with a gag reflex. Useless. So start lowering your standards and accepting whatever makes you paper. Yeah, McDonald's is embarrassing, but so is being broke. Your pride ain't paying rent, so go ahead and swallow it. Besides, minimum wage jobs teach valuable lessons, like how to steal office supplies, or how to suppress the urge of holding a Karen in the deep fryer saying, "Is this hard enough for you?" At the end of the day, you gotta do whatever it takes to survive. So push aside your ego and man up. Or man down, depending on what job you choose. Again, no judgments. Do whatever makes you money. Well, as long as it doesn't involve kids, you know? I feel like a lot of YouTubers are having a hard time with that one. Number 4, phone dopamine. You could be out living your best life, but instead you're just scrolling. Control-Alt-Deleting sections of your day. Convincing yourself, I'm being productive, I'm just checking email. No, bitch, you're checking out mentally. How much time have you spent on your phone this week? 30 hours? 40 hours? That's basically a full-time job. And all you have to show for it is a stiff neck and disappointed parents. But hey, who needs hobbies, self-improvement, and human connections when you can watch AI-generated thirst traps?
Oh, Dad is home.
Face it, your phone has power over you. How many of you wake up and mindlessly scroll before your feet hit the floor, saying just a few more and I'll stop, you fucking addict? Stop being a crackhead and start taking control. Delete some apps, set some timers, punch your homie in the dick. Do whatever it takes to limit your screen time. Because at this rate, you're not living life, you're just watching other people pretend to live theirs. Number 5, relationships. Relationships are gonna be tough because girlfriends are expensive or cheap depending on the quality. What is that, a budget iPhone? Oh, I want to finger something prettier. But when you're poor, you don't have many options. It's hard to find a girl with all holes in the table when you don't have money. Sure, it's possible, but like a hole in one, it's pretty rare. So start settling for 3 numbers below your starting point. Doesn't look good in the daylight, I know, but heavy makeup in a dark nightclub can make a 4 evolve into an 8. Just whatever you do, don't settle for a fatty. Fatties tell your homies you've officially given up. Have some dignity, Patrick. Don't give me that any hole is good. If that's the case, then why not buy a light? Call it Stacy and stick it in a Zuko body pillow. No headaches and always open for business? Sounds like your dream girl, right? Wrong. Because what you really want is validation. And there's no better validation than showing your homies the dime piece you just caught. With that bait. You caught that? With that? Number 6, fake it till you make it. Most of adulting is pretending. Pretending to smile. Pretending to care. Pretending to file taxes. Sometimes I pretend I'm an Austrian woman and post mid-journey creative feet pics under the name Your Meat, My Feet. Tate was right. Sims are easy to monetize. You see, being an adult is all about bluffing. So what if your hand sucks? Make people believe you're holding queens when you're barely holding it together. Remember, no one knows what they're doing and we're all just winging it, so don't be so hard on yourself for not having life figured out. I mean, it's not like they're handing out manuals, unless you count my channel. How to fix being ugly, how to touch your first boobie, how to be a terrible father. No one gives such useful and awful advice like I do. So listen to me when I tell you, you will always be a loser unless you pretend to be a winner. Number 7, friends. Making friends after 18 is like stitching shoes. Sure, it's possible, but it's much easier easier for a child. So you better hold on to some high school homies. Sure, they're screw-ups, but their failure is your entertainment. I had a friend who once snorted herbs. Snorted! It happened like 15 years ago, and it still brings a smile to my face. You see, I love my friends, but I love watching them suffer even more. As long as they're breathing, it's fine. Homie dying sad. Homie screaming in agony after over-rotating the backflip. Hilarious. Remember, people, not stuff, make life worth living. Sure, money can buy a lot of things, but it can't buy the joy of seeing your friends truly suffer. Number 8, college? Picture this, prime kitty, copious amounts of drugs, allergic to latex bracelet. Could you not see how this would lead to a good time? College is the best use of your money, regardless of how much it costs. I know the price of tuition has skyrocketed, but you can't put a price on character development. Where else are you going to learn how to stalk your ex or cover your tracks? Can't be at home theory crafting. You need to be out in the field testing your hypothesis. And that's what college is, trial with a lot of error. Making as many mistakes as possible and hoping you gain something, other than chlamydia. Because every bad decision is a learning opportunity. How else are you going to learn it's illegal to slip an AirTag into a purse? Officer, I just wanted to make sure she was safe. We all know it's dangerous out there. You see, college is more than just academics. It's about learning who you are and how far you go to get what you want. Number 9, family. F your family. Not literally. You know what I mean. Stop chasing their approval. Being 18 means they can't tell you dick. Stop vaping. Stop stalking your ex. Stop sticking it in the vacuum cleaner. You can't tell me what to do anymore. Mom, now stop bothering me when I'm cleaning my room. Seriously, why is all their advice trash? Playing video games isn't a job. Tell that to Dr. Disrespect. All he does is play children games. And parents are always trying to guilt trip you. You should spend more time with us. Why? So you can tell me I'm wasting my potential? I already have 6 hours of Fortnite and 3 FAP sessions to get to. My schedule's full! And then there's the classic, well, back in my day. Back in your day when a house was 20 grand, they didn't give loans to darkies? Oh, it must have been so difficult to survive in your all-white cul-de-sac. Meanwhile, I'm worried my Uber Eats driver is stalking me after I was too poor to tip him. Please, tell me, who was hunting you at 18? And just when you find a little bit of happiness, they just have to say, why can't you find a nice Christian girl? Something tells me her religion isn't what's bothering you. Now stop cutting holes in the sheets. Face it, your family is trash. You're not lucky to have them. They're lucky to have you. Your vape clouds give some much needed flavor to their bland lives. Who else walks into a room like Batman? They pretend you're the villain when you're really the hero. So if you like hanging out with your family, then go ahead. But if not, then don't sweat it. Life's too short to waste time seeking validation from people who peaked in high school. After all, who needs them when you have a perfectly good vacuum cleaner to talk to? Busy cleaning. Number 10, mental health. Now, you're gonna be too poor to afford therapy, so start getting used to laughing away the pain. Car broke down, bank account dry, and is that rain? Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? You see, as a kid, you think adults are strong when they're really damaged. Just a bunch of fragile boxes saying, don't touch me. Hey, it's okay. All you need is a little dark humor to patch you up. Think of it like emotional duct tape, holding everything together until the next breakdown. Remember, we're all just one I'm pregnant text away from losing our shit. So stop stressing about life and embrace the chaos. Laugh at the absurdity. Meme your way through the madness. Because if your life's a joke, then it might as well be a funny joke. So that's my vid on how to survive over 18. Probably weren't the tips you were expecting, but they're the tips you deserve. And just remember, pork chops are made for roasting, not porkin', Patrick! Amy's here again. You're making her wet with our water. Remember, mental breakdowns are just character development. If you're worried about your homie, then just ask him how he's doing. If he says, I'm fine, then he's only dealing with a mild amount of depression. If he says, what? I'm fine, then find him some dragons to smash. Help him bust before he busts himself. You know what you want to do. Oh, you want to push that subscribe button. Oh, push the button. Push the button.